Very well played again, and the atmosphere, we talked a bit about it when we were chatting last week, and if nothing else, it's bringing an awful lot of pleasure to an awful lot of people around here.
Yeah, it's a nice little buzz around the county ground at the moment. I said to the CEO, Ray, you know, it's obviously, and I said it I think last time we spoke, it's important to try and win as many fixtures, but win the ones at home. You know, it's not just about the game of cricket, it's about building up the community, getting a bit of hype around. Northampton Saints are in the rugby semi on the weekend, so that's another great sporting event, and we're building a great little vibe around the town. So great to put some smiles on faces, get some new fans in, people that haven't watched cricket before are talking about cricket, and it's just great for the game all around.
Obviously, you picked up a bit of an injury. What's the nature of it? How's it feeling?
Yeah, a little calf strain, I reckon. Nothing too major, but I don't like fielding at the best of times, so anything I can do to get out of it. But yeah, it's been like the body's been a bit tired, a bit weathered, obviously since I had that little setback in Durham and Manchester. So you know, I'm coming good. I do bounce back quite quickly. That's a good thing. There's plenty of strength there. So for me, I'm not worried about it. Perfect timing with the 8-day break coming up, and then a huge clash against Lancs back here next Friday. So I'll be ready to go by then for sure.
Obviously, you were saying the terrific start you've made. It the first Northampton player to score 2 T20 hundreds, and nice to bounce back after a first ball of the other night.
Yeah, well, the way I look at it is, I'm glad it happened quickly. I got off, smiled, I got a tap on the shoulder from a drug test, did the piss in the cup, and thought, what else do you want me to do? But, you know what, I got a screw in my tyre this morning. I thought, we're just continuing that momentum, so it's good to just turn around. But it's happened. It's 2020 cricket, and that's the beauty of the game. You get to bounce back so quickly. So for me, it's you know, it happens in the game. The more you dwell on it, the more you get down. It's a game of cricket, bounce back, and as we saw today, I thought I did that pretty well. And it's a good learning curve for the youngsters as well, up in the change rooms, knowing you might bowl average one day, get plenty of wickets, you might bowl great one day, get hit for 6. Same can happen when you're batting. So I think there's some great learnings out of that, and everything I've done off the field's very consistent. So hopefully that's just transpiring onto the field.
Not the least remarkable point about tonight's match was that Northampton got 220 when we saw a terrific exhibition from Dwayne Bravo. I'm sure you've crossed swords with him plenty of times before.
Yeah, he's just a class above. There's a reason why the old man keeps getting gigs everywhere in the world, because he is world class. Got his Yorkers in. He's ahead of the game, his knowledge of the game. And when you play 550 plus T20s, you're going to have that. Don't get me wrong, he's had some bad days, and again, he's still learning the game. You know, the younger generation are playing shots that we haven't seen, you know, in the older generation, and hitting the ball in different areas, but he's always one step ahead of the game. He's happy to back his skill, but not only that, he trains hard for that. That's something that is, again, another learning curve for the youngsters. What they see on the field is the tip of the iceberg for what he's done off the field, not only in 2020, but long version of the game.
Finally, Chris, next match up, as you say, 8-day break, then Lancashire here, and having missed the game up at Old Trafford, I'm sure you're particularly keen to have a go at the group leaders.
Yeah, absolutely. They've been the benchmark for the last few years now, and obviously got plenty of power in that batting lineup, and they've got quality spin, quality pace. So they are probably the all-round best outfit in the lineup, and that's a great challenge for our young squad here to take them on in our home ground. Yes, they might be missing a couple of players, but the depth in that Lancs lineup is very strong, and not only that, their self-belief is second to none, and that's something that we're trying to get our team to follow through with. As I said, you don't bowl the best or bat the best some days, but you've got to have that self-belief, and a bit of that, puff your chest out, a bit of fake noise always helps in a game of 2020 cricket.